And yeah, voila. Can you please tell me, can you see
Yes,
it?
yes,
Yes, is it visible?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
very visible. Thank you.
okay. So the first thing that is that I haven't had the opportunity to present, maybe to tell more about me. So maybe just to briefly present who I am and what I am doing here. So I have 12 years of experience in communication of tech companies, and that's why I am totally in love in tech. And I have PhD in social science, which is really, really useful when you think about communication, when you think about telling about your product. So we often use different cases, different approaches, how we acquire knowledge, how we understand simply how our brain is working. So that's really help us with creating a perfect or tailor-made message about our clients. And the truth is that I used to love, I still love, but now is no chances for it. I love organized events. I was 11 when I organized my first event. It was New Year's Eve. And this is something I truly love, and I organized so much of them. I organized different events and communication of 11 markets. I created 3 own communities, and I perfectly understand your issues, your challenges you are facing each day when you think about how to create, how to gather people around certain topics. Trust me, I know, I've been there, I am still there sometimes. And I have only one agency, Come Creation Group, which I truly love. But today we will be talking about social selling and what's the fuzz about it. So when you think about social selling, the most idea is simply for our business growth. And it used to was completely different than it is nowadays. Even last year was completely different than nowadays. Last year, during January or February, we often had different meetings, chances to talk, different events that allow us to simply show others, show our knowledge, present during different events what we are doing exactly. Now, the pandemic completely changed it. Internet completely changed it, and probably it never will be the same again, never, because we try to imagine now a situation that you are working at some certain topics and suddenly you have to leave your office because you have a meeting. Now simply just dial in, and you'll have this virtual teleconference. Now going somewhere into the city center, looking for the parking, looking for how to organize your event, it won't be the same. So COVID-19 and all the stuff connected with pandemic changed the way we sell, changed the way we present, changed the way we advertise and educate about our product. And here is exactly something that is truly common nowadays and becoming more and more popular. So this is social selling. And I will present you the definition of it. And this is not my definition. I was looking for something that will simply show what others say. So this is something that whenever you dial in, whenever you publish something publicly, you are selling. You are selling something. You are selling your knowledge, selling your passion, selling your hobbies, selling your products, services, and so on. So social selling is connected with telling others what I'm doing. Later, I will tell you what is the psychology behind it. But first, think about the internet, and you have to choose something, and you have to think, what type of services when you think about when you think about business development. Who should I trust? Who is the best? Who is something that I really look for? And this is where especially social selling is coming and when you can use it, because social selling lets you be visible. There is something like in psychology, this is like a method that when you approach certain things often, you will start to simply like it. So this is a effect that after think about a song. There's a new song of Beyonce, for example. At the beginning, you don't like it. But after 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 times, 20 times of listening, you start to get used to it, and you start to simply like it because you got used to it and you associated the song simply with something you like. And this is something that you can use when it comes to social selling. And here is 4 elements of that are presented by LinkedIn, because today I think we should only focus on this platform. 4 elements of social selling that were introduced by LinkedIn themselves. So 4 reasons, 4 elements, how to simply grow and grow your profile, how to start, and what are most common mistakes. And also, I will tell you something that maybe you don't know, but great. So first thing is you have to establish your professional brand. So think about your profile on your LinkedIn, and think not only about what is there, but think about your customers. Do this profile presents something that they are really looking for. Think about your services, think about your products, think whether this profile truly presents this your special special knowledge, your special experience. Is this profile really explaining what you are doing? Are your posts telling about what you are doing? So first, think about your customers. What are their needs? What they really need? So when I think about my clients, they need like certainty that I know how to make them famous. Like how to create like blog posts and create online visibility. So they have to know that you can do this. So your posts, your materials, your publishing should be the answer to their needs. So first of all, think about the needs of your clients. Later, just publish something that can be like the answer that they confirm. Although all those posts can confirm that you know what you are doing and they can trust you. Next, find the right people. And the point is that LinkedIn is not only about publishing your posts, and this is a perfect tool to find clients, potential partners. When you think about, for example, when I look at Dominika and I am looking for a client and I see that we have those, she simply has someone who I would like to meet. We have those people in common. And I can say, Dominika, can you introduce me to those guys? You can really easily find, by using your network, other clients, other potential partners, other potential opportunities for your business. So LinkedIn is about finding the right people, but you have to know who are those right people for you. So you have to, in advance, think about what exactly you are selling, what exactly you are looking for, how you would like to be seen by them. Engage with insights. And this is something that you probably are doing. So you are publishing different materials, different links, different reports, events, and insights. So numbers are something that we as people of the internet are looking for. And about this will be in a moment. Build relationships. By relationships, I mean use LinkedIn in a way that is not about just popping up and saying, hello, I am doing this. Try to build a relationship, and this is something I think today we'll be talking about. And there is something like social selling index, and please write it down. Social selling index. When you will looking at Google it in the Google, searching in Google, you can see your social selling index. This is you can link it with your profile and check how LinkedIn see your profile. And I will tell you more. Maybe this will be really helpful. So this is my social selling index, and this is as you can see, there are 4 components. So establish your personal brand. As you see, I am not perfect here. I have 19 out of 25. Find the right people. And this is the most tricky thing, because as you see, I still have to improve my network. I still have to find more accurate people in my network here and engage with insights. Still, I should be more Still, I should try to make it better. I still should have to like find more useful information for my network at the LinkedIn. But I am perfect, as you see, in building a relationship. So here is, I think, in my opinion, this is about messages. So talking via internet, simply Messenger, LinkedIn Messenger. And when you think about how I am presented in front of the industry, so in the public relation and communication, I am 1% of the whole people that are on the LinkedIn. When it comes to the profile, what I'm publishing, who I know, and what I'm doing. But still, as you see, I still have lots of to do. Try to test your social selling index. This is really interesting, and you can find really useful tips. What can you still change, maybe update, maybe simply completely add when you think about your profile. So what's the fuzz about? So here will be some numbers, maybe you know them, but maybe there will be something new information for you. But this is just to say and show how this is growing and why you have to think about your profile more, I think more every day, let's say. So when you think about social selling leaders, those who use LinkedIn, every day, work on it, practice it, still publishing different information, 45%, those people have like 45 more opportunities for selling their services, their products, than people with low social selling index. So this is really worth to look at it. Next, this is like 78 social sellers outsell peers who don't use social selling like media. So social selling is helping selling more. That's really important. Another, and this is really, I think this is really important, 98 of B2B enterprises see value in social selling, but only 49 of them have developed social selling programs. By programs, I mean for not only for the CEOs, C-levels, but also for the employees. So here is also not only about telling about you as a person, you as a marketer, you as a salesperson, as a developer, but here is also about using your profiles to advocate, to become someone who educates about your company, your foundation in social media. And there are some like terms like social selling and social buying. And I am sure that you are using this, but I am not sure whether you are so aware of it, how it is important, and why it is so useful in social selling. So first, I think, and maybe other way, have you ever write on your social media platform, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, do you know someone? I am looking for something. Can you recommend me something? Can you write me down if you haven't done it? Because is there someone who haven't tried it, who haven't looked for something? I think we all try to look to use, this knowledge of our friends and our network to find the right, I don't know, house, club, cafe, some vendors, different things. We simply, and this is exactly social listening, because we are listening, of course, we are reading, but this is the term is used as social listening. So 75 of B2B buyers and 84 of C-level executives are influenced by social media when making a purchase decision. So this is a huge number. And we have to use it simply. When we are aware of something, we can control it. When we are aware of something, we can use it for our good. The next thing is 71 of customers begin their shopping research with a search engine. So we simply Google things. That's why we have to be visible in search engines, but 97% of customers go online to search local companies, products, and services. And nowadays we trust people. We make deals with people, not with companies. When you think about different services, you are not thinking about a company who is giving this. You think about your friends, your colleagues, who can help you, or who can buy, where you can buy these services you need. So we are not doing business with companies, we are doing business with people. And that's why social selling is so important. And that's why we have to think about us as sellers every time, whenever we publish something on the internet. And this is also nice stats, I think. 80% of customers purchase a product based on recommendation from someone they know. So we usually, but mostly buy something from people we know, we trust. That's why this is exactly in practice social selling. Social buying is exactly buying via a recommendation of someone else. So someone else recommends us and we are buying. And this is a great opportunity also for you to find the right client. Because when someone is asking, do you know some agency? Do you know some software house? Do you know someone who can help you with finding a mentor? You can participate, you can say, hello, I can help you. Or I know someone who can help you. And this is like, passive forward or paid forward, just using, the internet. And this is really interesting stat, because over half of B2B buyers have used LinkedIn to support their purchase process during the past year. And this is something, okay, this is obvious, yeah? But what's the most interesting here? This stat isn't for the last year. This stat is it was done 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Unfortunately, there is no from 2020 like such a research. But if 7 years, it was so much that 63% of people from C-level used internet and LinkedIn to decide whether we will work with someone. Today, I think it will be 80 or even 90. So those stats just simply show and open the eyes that you have to check, you have to work on your LinkedIn profile. And I don't know whether you have this this habit, but I often check who was watching my profile. And often I can see that when I work with someone or when I discuss with potential clients like cooperation, I am always checked by them on my LinkedIn profile. I believe that they also check my my website, what we are doing, Google us in the search engine, but they always check my profile. So this is something that is like your screen where you should write everything you should have to confirm others that they have to work with you. So how to start? How to think about your profile? First of all, is, as I mentioned, look at your profile from potential clients and customer point of view. Do you have recommendation? Do you have this endorsement at the end of your profile at the bottom that confirm that you have that's like product development, public speaking, where there is more project management? Do you have this endorsement? You can ask others, you can ask friends, hey, can you endorse me in those categories? Because and this is really funny because lots of friends ask me, Anita, can you endorse me here and here? And of course I am doing this when I'm sure that they are doing exactly this. Next, do you have recommendation at the lower part of your profile from people you like, from people you work with? And I have one recommendation that let me really find a lot of clients, because this is quite a well-known company, and they also say, oh, this company send you some recommendation. We have to try it. So think about this recommendation and ask them for them simply. It's not a big deal. Just simply ask, hey, Michael, Tom, whatever, whoever, can you write me the recommendation on a LinkedIn profile? it can also always help. Next, share interesting materials like company blog posts, articles, videos, stats. Maybe you record something. Maybe Dominika and Anna, when you organize something, you can make some pictures and publish them and show something behind the scene. Maybe you have some success stories. But there is one really important rule: always add a comment. So whenever, and this is something really boring, like my friends publish a lot of articles, really nice one from all over the world, all over different topics, but they never, it's not, I have 3 or 4 people in mind, but they are really active, so they publish a lot of it, but they never comment, why should I read it? Why is the value for me to read this exactly article, this material? And that's the most important part, because, okay, you can show that you read a lot, you can present that you have lots of books, but why? Okay, I cannot go to whatever library and make a lot of pictures of books and that's all. So think why others should know that you have read this article. Think what others can take from this article, from this book. Maybe some quotes, maybe some examples of use cases, whatever, but always add a comment. Just to simply show your expertise, show your point of view. And this is something that makes you like talk and create a discussion, because just publishing this article doesn't say anything almost, just to read it. But I have lots of articles to read. So this comments, your point of view always will be like invitation to say, do you agree on that? What do you think? What's your point of view? And this makes your reach bigger, because reach is also important. So this makes your reach bigger, wider. So always be visible. And this is something I still struggle with, because lots of information say like and comment others. Show them that you appreciate their work. And to some point, I agree, but I have like my own attitude. I always like and comment the profile that I like, information that I agree with. When I am not agree with something, I am not so straightforward, and I don't like to argue via internet. This is not my type. So I always comment when I agree with something. I try not to go with something like a fight. Or go deeper. This is not simply my way. I communicate and listen to identify leads. And this is something that at the beginning takes time, but in the end lets you to understand industry. Because when you carefully read this like comments of others and look how the certain topic are becoming more and more important for clients, you can see what are their needs. You can see what they are looking for. This is like a point, like bullet point, that takes the most important part of time. But in the long run, it is useful to simply go deeper. But you have to have have the time to simply not only just skim, scroll the internet just on your mobile phone, but go deeper in what your potential clients are looking for. Of course, you can define that you will have like 10 people that you will especially always read what they are writing, because maybe they will be your potential clients. You try to suggest some cooperation, and only then you will go deeper in the posts to understand what they are thinking, what their way of living, or what the problems they are actually having. So LinkedIn is a perfect tool to help you create a real relationship if you are real there, and seek potential cooperation. As I mentioned, you can ask someone like Anna, Laura, Dominika, can you introduce me to those guys? I have an offer for them. I have an idea what they can do, or I have some product that they may be useful for them. Can you send me link us and suggest like cooperation? And this is much more successful when it comes in the long run than just simply, approaching them and saying, hey, maybe we can do some business together. And you have to remember that there are lots of people already there in the LinkedIn. So mistakes. Here I have just two, but I think they are the most common mistakes. So first is like social selling is not about bombarding strangers with private messages. There are lots of tools, lots of softs that let you send like a scam, like messages to people you don't know. Please don't use it. Simply try and approach people with simply just saying hello every time. And this is my real practice. You can try it on your, no problem. So whenever someone I don't know like invite me to his or her network, I accept, and I am always writing, have we ever met? Can I help you in some way? So I just ask those people why they decided to simply, join my network, to join my community. Sometimes they are answering, sometimes they are not answering, but this let me simply understand why they think about, starting like being in my point of interest. So this, and when someone says, "Oh, Anita, I have some offer for you," this is not the right way. So this is not about selling from the beginning. You have to create like a relationship, like a discussion, like find the right answer. Maybe you can even ask, Anna, I have an idea about a common project. Maybe we can set a call for 50 minutes. And that's much better than just selling straight away products for me via LinkedIn. And next, social selling is not about gaining access. And this is about building relationship and listening. So whenever you want someone in your network, you can, Google this person. You can simply add, to become a friend together on the LinkedIn, but think about introducing yourself. And this is something I also do. So whenever I think about, I would like to know this woman because I would like to introduce her to our webinar simply. So I am simply invite her to join my network, and I introduce myself. Hello, my name is Anita. I'm doing this. Can we talk about, our webinars? Because I would like to talk to you. Can you find 30 minutes just for me to present my idea? And that's this is relationship. This is saying what you should do. In my opinion, not to use it in the right way, in the most polite way, in the way that in the long run will help you grow. And this is my last slide. And this is not my, I didn't create this, but I think this truly and really well presents the way we used to sell. So when you think about traditional way of selling, it was about buying different lists. It was about random contact and calling different people you don't know, and it was about cold mailing. Now, when you have this social selling platforms like LinkedIn, you can analyze your network, analyze companies you can work with. You can simply leverage warm introduction. So be interested, be invited, be introduced, and it was smooth, more polite, and I think this is really the way modern women should sell, like with elegance, with class, but efficiently, So please, if you have time, maybe make a copy of this or write it down or whatever. But I think that's really this is like a sum up of why you need social selling. And that's all. I think I managed to make it fast, clear, and precise. Thank you.